Law, yeah. Yeah, I was reading this law dictionary. They have what's called demurrer, an objection, especially a pleading, a contention that the facts submitted by the opposite party do not justify the lawsuit. In actuality, it is a motion to dismiss the charges. The demurrer. It demurs evidence, a defendant's objection to the plaintiff's entire evidence, conceding the truth of certain of his facts, but contending that the facts conceded do not constitute a right for him to win the case. A demurrer to evidence is a method of taking a case from the jury. It seems like the demurrer that is used in the indictment, interrogatory, jurisdiction, plea, person, it's all about the objection of the lawsuit. A contention of facts submitted to the opposite party do not justify the lawsuit. Let's say that I've been sending hundreds of thousands of emails, because I have. And I've made thousands upon thousands of videos, and I made phone calls to sheriff's departments and FBI and police departments, and I'd called public defender's office 80 plus times, and I had actually told a police officer that I want my civil rights. And then there's a question of, well, I'm not liable. I read the emails, I watched the videos, but I'm still not liable. Now, the demurrer would say, well, it's not my jurisdiction, but as I pointed out last night, it actually is in your jurisdiction, because it's enforceable in every jurisdiction of every county everywhere in the nation. There's still going to be the lawsuit that says, well, I'm not liable. I'm not liable for the oath of office that I've sworn and subscribed. I'm not liable for the last 2 years that Paul didn't have his sons, or his sons didn't have their father. I'm not liable for obstruction of justice or fraud or forgery or wanting to be famous. I mean, I'm in that secret, top secret fish family of those that think they're celebrities. You know, I'm a senator, a representative, a sheriff, a mayor, a governor. I'm somebody of importance. I'm a celebrity. You know, I have heard of actors and actresses and those that are in big name movies, that they kind of get this vanity about who they are as individuals. And there's quite a few over the years that, for whatever reason, they lost the perspective of what they actually are as individuals. They forgot they're just people. You're a sheriff and you're just a person. You're a police officer and you're just a person. You're a governor and you're just a person. Pooch. Now, when you surround yourself with those individuals, and I know the sphere of influence of those that get elected to office that are so important to the government of the United States, generals and admirals, and they kind of get the movie star mindset that I'm better than everybody else, that I'm important, I'm someone that's looked up to and admired and, in fact, adored, almost worshipped, because I'm in the top secret fish family. There are those that worship me. Now, the infrastructure of the senior-junior relationship of the old fish, that I tell you what, they've had sex with thousands of fish. I mean, their dick is so big that as a man I would be surprised at what 10 or 11 inches looks like. You know, quite often when you're famous, you can have all of that notoriety, and women just throw themselves at them. You're a police officer and you look so good. The problem is you're not enforcing the laws, and I'm making you famous. Now, I've emailed sheriffs in other counties, and I think that they think they want to be famous too. Now, when you've gone through as many individuals in law enforcement as I have, and I said, no, actually, this is enforceable in the jurisdiction of your county, and there's a probability that the petitioner didn't petition the court, and that means that for 2 years I could have been having, well, my sons. I think my wife actually did get involved in some crime on Guam. She had some problems. But as it is for those that are the famous celebrities of every city, every county, every state legislature, and all of those elected to office, I think they all think they're movie stars, and life is not reality. They actually don't have to do what they've sworn. It's all one big show in their private lives, and they're the star of the show. They're all elected to office. Now, it could be the Oprah shows being virtualized, or maybe you thought you needed to be a giant or a fish or one of these that just had to have that DNA mutating food so as to know more than everybody else, or you had to sew in and put your brain on a supercomputer so that you could be on everybody. You had to know all there was to know about every person that elected you to office so you could control every election. You couldn't just win fair and square. You had to make sure that you rigged every election for the last 20 years. Now, it could be for all the big named oaths of office that had to control the elections. How's it going?
Oh, how you doing?
You doing fine, thanks.
You hungry?
Sure.